Hi everyone, this is Kishore and welcome to Excel Learning Program. Today we are going to explore the alignment group which is available under Home tab. Now, if you observe here, the first one is top alignment. See, I'm just keeping my cursor position on this one. It is showing top alignment. What is the top alignment? How can we top align a particular area or particular extract or text which is selected by the user? I want to top align this information or this extract. So what I'm going to do is I'm just selecting my row and giving right click, and I want to change the row height from 15 to 25. Now my row height has been increased. If you observe this one, see, I am just giving. You can also drag like this to increase the row height, or you can decrease the row height like this, or you can give right click and go to row height and increase the row height or decrease the row height as per your requirement. Now if you observe, this is bottom aligned. If you observe, this is bottom aligned. Now what I'm going to do is I would like to make it as top aligned. See, if I click this, it is moving towards to top side of the particular cell. In the same way, we can use all these into top alignment. But why these are not able to show whether it is top aligned or bottom aligned? Because the row height is very less, hence these are showing like that only. I am changing the row height of all the cells 15 to 20 or 30. Now you can observe that all the values or all the description or all the data which is top aligned. Now we can also see by selecting like this. Earlier we did not select the values, we have selected up to description part only, up to this column. We did not select this column. Now I am selecting the entire table. I want to make it middle align. How can we middle align? Just click this middle align. You can see all the values and description or all the data has been middle aligned. Now you can observe there is some space above and also below. It is exactly middle aligned. Now this is also called as vertical alignment, top alignment and middle alignment, and this is bottom alignment. This is called vertical alignment. You are doing vertical alignment now. Now coming down, this is called horizontal alignment. What is the difference between vertical alignment and horizontal alignment? Horizontal alignment will check the data or will align the data horizontally. Vertical alignment will align the data vertically in the particular cells. And now I want to align the legs towards to left side. Now if you observe, see, it is actually right aligned. These values are right aligned. As we have learned in the first lesson, Excel is wise enough to understand whether the information which you have entered into a cell is a text or a value. Since all these are values, Excel has right aligned these values. Now I want to change each and everything to the left aligned. Now I can select this one. See, now it has been left aligned. I don't want left align. Now I want to change the entire portion to middle align or center. See, exactly it is centered. Now the text is centered. Now I don't want to be centered, I want to be right. Now I can change it to right align. See, all the values have been right aligned. This is the difference between horizontal alignment and vertical alignment. Vertical alignment will change the text or information vertically like this, and horizontal alignment will be horizontally align your text. Now let us go and explore different option. This is called text orientation. What is this button and how can we understand this orientation? Now if we keep the cursor position over here and click on this angle clockwise, say I have the description called balance sheet. I don't want this description like this. I want to show this description like clockwise. I can show like this. See how it is showing. Now I am moving like this. It is showing the balance sheet like this. You can show like this, but again I want to change it from clockwise to anti-clockwise. It is counterclockwise. This is anti-clockwise. If I change this one, it is changing like this. Based on your requirement, you can use this. Next, vertical text. If you change this, see how it is changed. See, balance sheet. Earlier it is horizontally aligned. Now it is vertically aligned as well as vertical text. And now I am changing to rotate text up. See, like this you can give text. Say if you want to type something, I want to show this vertically, you can show, or if you want to show this rotate text up, you can also show your text like this. You can also increase, decrease the column sizes like this. See, like this you can also show your text based on the requirement. This is generally happens in case of headings. It means I have some headings over here, then I can use this orientation option. Now what I'm going to do is I am rotate text down. Now you can observe how it is rotate text down. See, balance sheet is now showing like this. Earlier it is showing like this. Again I am changing format cell alignment. You can also select this format cell alignment. If you click this one, the dialog launcher will open. Now you can see there is a text orientation box. Now if you click this one directly, you can also select the text, or you can observe that how the text is changing. That is vertically it has been changed like this. Vertical text, it has been changed to vertical text. Now I am using dialog launcher. Now you can also use this dialog launcher based on your requirement like this. You can also change the degree of the text which you want to show. If you want to show your text 40 to 40 degrees, then you can select like this. See, like this you can also change the text orientation based on the requirement. If you type it as a 0, then it will not do anything. It just change to original text position. Now what I am going to do is I want to change it to 90 degrees. You can use either spin buttons to increase the degrees, or you can directly type whatever the degree you want. If you want to show this text at 50 degrees, you can show like this. Like this it happened. So you can opt the degrees based on your requirement. Now what are the other options which are available under this format cells dialog? You can also get this dialog box using Control 1 option on keyboard. You can press Control 1, you will be launched this dialog. Now this is called horizontal alignment. Now earlier we have observed that what is the horizontal alignment and what is the vertical alignment. Horizontal alignment, this is centered. Now if I want to change this to left indent, if I want to change to left, then it will go to left. See, if you want to change the entire selection or entire table, you can also use this option to change the entire text to left. See, it has been changed. Now let us explore different options. Center we have already observed. If you click center, the text will be centered. Right indent we have already seen this one. This is called right indent. Now you can see if I click right, then it will be right aligned. You can also get the same output by clicking on right alignment. Now let us explore different options. Justify. What is this justify? Say what I'm going to do is I'm just dragging like this. If I click over here, if you observe on the formula bar, you can see cash and cash equivalents. But if you observe over here, I'm able to see up to cash and cash EQU. There is something but which is in it is not in visible state, but however you can see that in formula bar. Now let us see what will happen if I click on justify. Now let us explore justify. If I click on justify, then it justifies my text to visible state as well as based on the length of this cell, it justifies the text like this. So you can also use justify based on the requirement. And the next one is center across selection. This is very important information everyone has to understand. Say for example, if you observe this area, I want to change this, I want to move it like this. See, the entire information is related to one heading. The heading name is balance sheet. This is a financial statement. The entire this portion is related to balance sheet, but it is left aligned. I want to keep it middle of the area. It means you can select like that and go to dialog launcher and use center across selection. As soon as you select and click OK, my text will be centered based on the cells which have been selected. See, now the text is centered. So we can easily understand that this is the heading which is applicable for the below information. Like that you can change. We can also see the difference between merge cells and center the description later in this session. Now I am going to dialog launcher. Center across selection we have already seen. Now distributed indent. What is the distributed indent? Means distributed indent will distribute the text based on the spaces into the length of these cells. See, if I click on distributed indent, let us see what is happening. See, this balance sheet has been distributed to the length of this cell. There is a space between balance and sheet, hence based on that space it has been distributed the values. See here how it distribute this information. Let us see distributed indent. See, like this it distributes the indent. Indent is nothing but some spacing. Like that you can change. Now I am also checking another portion. You can increase the indent. It means you can increase the indent by giving indent value 14. I am giving. If you give 14, it has typed some indent before the text. You can observe this one. You can also get the same benefit by clicking on indent, decrease indent and increase indent. If I click like this, see how my text is increasing based on the indent which I am giving. Say if I click here, see, please observe over here, please observe the cash and cash equivalents line item. See, I am clicking on this one, it is moving. This is called increase indent, this is called decrease indent. You can use this one, increase or decrease indents based on the requirement. Now let us explore vertical alignment. We have already seen what is the vertical alignment. Top alignment, this is top alignment, center alignment, this we have already seen, central alignment. Bottom alignment we have already seen. Justify, similar to the horizontal justify, you can also observe the same justification for vertical alignment too. Distributed, we have already observed distributed. In horizontal, the same distribution will be also applicable for vertical. It is doing vertically, this is doing horizontal. That is the only difference, but the concept is same. Now let us go to explore the different options over here. If you observe this table, you can able to understand some of the extracts are not properly visible in their respective cells. However, you can see the full content of the particular cell in the formula bar. Now what I am going to do is, I am selecting the entire contents of the particular table. I am clicking on wrap text. As soon as you click on wrap text, some magic has happened. Now I am able to see the cell contents in that particular cell itself. This is called wrapping the text. Now I am going to show you one more feature. Now I am inserting some columns over here. You can insert columns using Alt I C option, or you can use Control Spacebar, then select and use Control Shift plus. Like that you can also insert. This we have already learned. Now what I am going to do is, I am selecting this area and I want to keep this heading in the middle of the portion which have been selected. Now I am clicking on merge center. Then what is the difference between earlier merge? See, if you observe this one, earlier we have done the same with center across selection. Then what is the difference between center across selection? I want to show you what is the center across selection. I am selecting this area and selected this one and going to horizontal alignment, center across selection. When I click OK, I am also getting exactly the same how I got in merge and center. Then what is the difference between merge and center? Now I am selecting this area, I am clicking on merge and center. Now let us see, let us explore this one. Now I am moving like this. So if you see or if you observe like this, my intention is to select this cell, but it is selecting more than what I want. This is because of the merged cell which is available in the row 1. Now if I use the same functionality like this, now what I am going to do is, I am selecting center across selection. Now let us do the same thing with this one. Now I am moving towards to the first row. Now you can observe I am able to select the first row, but I got the same effect like I got for merge and center. This is purely based on the requirement. You can utilize either merge and center option or center across selection option. Now we can also explore different options under merge and center. You can see merge and center, you can see merge across. If you click merge across, what is going to happen? Selected. If you click merge across, see, I am selecting merge across. It is merge and center. This is merge across. What it will do is, it will merge this. It has already been merged. If you select this one, you will be able to understand like this. See, it is merged, but it is left aligned. It is left aligned. Earlier, when I merge and center, it has been exactly centered. Now, when we do the same thing, with merge across, it is merged that cells, but it is aligned to left side of the cell. You can also change from left to center using this one based on the requirement. Now merge cells, you can see this one. This is a table. You can observe this one. This is a table which has some cells, but if you click on merge cells, all these cells will be merged into one single cell. See, like this you can merge the cells. Now unmerged cells. If you select this area and click on unmerged cells, you can get to your original state like this. You can go by cell wise now. Like this you can do. Now I'm going to dialog launcher. See, there is one more option. We have already seen wrap text and merge cells. This is how we can wrap the text, and this is the option called wrap text. This is merge and center. We have already explored the different options under merge. Now let us see string to fit. Let us see what is the meaning of string to fit. String to fit. Now you can observe, just I am changing some. You can see here cache and cache EQUIV. Just up to there only I am able to see, but you can observe the entire text in that particular cell in the formula bar. Now what I am going to do is I am using this option called string to fit. If I use string to fit option, see what is going to happen for that cell. Now the information or the cell contents have been shrunk based on the cell width to fit into the particular cell. You can select like this, and you can also use string to fit option. See, like this you can use string to fit option. See, now what I am going to do is I am selecting this area and using string to fit option. See, my text has been shrinked. See, you can observe here property, plant and equipment. Wherever the text is out of the cell content, then it will be shrink to the width of the cell like that. See, let us also explore different options. Text direction. If you use, my text direction is now left to right. If you use right to left, you can observe I am moving towards right to left. If I use right key, it means right arrow, I am moving to left. Left arrow, I am moving to right. This is called text direction. But please be careful while you are using text direction. You can also get the effect from mouse right click and click on format cells. Now I am changing context. This is the default context of the Excel. Now I am able to move to left arrow left side, right arrow right side. This is the end of the lesson alignment. Thank you.